game, but the SC thing, how much fun have you had with this the last year? And people just walking around kind of say, hey, yes, SC, and you were so awesome, or references to that, or things like that?
For me, I just try to just keep it one game at a time. Obviously us as a team, we had success last year, but I just try to just keep tunnel vision, But yeah, it's been a little bit different around campus, around Westwood, period.
Yeah.
But I always try to tell them, like, we played a great team. They're awesome, they're amazing over there. Our guys fought hard last year, but it's a new year.
You think that game you got recognized because of that game, maybe a little bit more?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe maybe I'll look back at it, but I'm just focused on this week. Up against a great challenge. So maybe I'll look back on it, one of those things, a year or two from now. But I'm just focused on this week.
What does it mean? What does it mean for you guys to have the victory bell this year? I know they brought it to the sideline the last couple of games. They bring it on third down defense, and you can see it here in the lobby during the week. What does that mean to have that around?
Oh man, it's always good to have the victory bell around. That's part of the tradition of the whole rivalry. So it's always good to have it. But they're gonna be fired up, man. It's a rivalry game. The victory bell's on the line. So it's a new year, man. You can't just dwell back on like what we did last year, because obviously it's a whole different situation we're in. So it's going to be a great challenge for us, for sure.
Is it doing what you did last year, though? Does that give you maybe a little more confidence going into this? Or you're like, we've done it, we can do it again?
Man, I just think preparation, I think that's usually where my confidence comes from, knowing, okay, the game plan, where I'm at, coaching, everything. That's pretty much, confidence going into each and every single game. It's just how I prepare each and every single week. Some weeks it might be some big games. Some week it may not be big on the stat sheet, but preparation is the key, man. It always goes back to training and just how you do on the practice field.
Can you talk about, this is the last go-around against the USC.
Yeah.
Talk about the rivalry, what it means to you.
Oh, yeah.
You grew up in Southern California, too,
oh, yeah,
so it's a big deal.
For sure. It's a huge one, especially around California, man. Everybody back home in Lancaster talks about this game. It's the game you talk about when you go back to school the next day. Like, oh, you see all the SC fans and UCLA fans, so it's dope, And it's my last time playing in this game, so it's going to be fun, man. But, it's going to be a huge challenge for us. They're a great team. They're having a great season, so it's going to be fun for sure.
I can't remember. Did you grow up a Reggie Bush fan?
Oh, man. Hey, I can't answer that one this week. Hey, man. You can't answer that one. Reggie Bush he was outstanding, though. He was amazing. He's one of the best to ever do it. But, yeah, man, this week we're focused on just playing them because they're great.
Going back to the Utah game, overall the rushing numbers were not great, but you put up 4.1 yards per carry, and Utah only allows 2.3. What did you see behind the offensive line and what Utah was giving you?
Oh yeah, offensive line, our game planning is great. Coach Kelley, he's there's a reason why he's one of the best to do it. There's a reason why we have some of the best coaching staff here. So, just honestly just doing what they're telling me to do. That's all this offense requires me to do. Just follow the game plan, stick to it. Don't try to do more than I'm necessary to do. So, yeah, man, I think it goes back to just training, preparation, and that just gives me the confidence to go out there and do it. So Utah, they're a great team, man. They're a great defense. They're one of the best teams in the nation for a reason. So, man, I felt like they were really good. So, yeah. For sure.
Just to go back to that game last year for 1 second, do you ever dream about that run you broke off there, at that big breakaway run? Does it ever go back into your head a little bit?
Man, for me, it was something I thought about just for that week. And after that, I was like, okay, I just have to let this go. You can't really live in the past as a player, man, because I'm telling you, it'll just set you up for something bad, pretty much going to futures. But yeah, man, maybe just something I'll show my kids or show my wife, something like that, a couple of years down the road. But hopefully we'll make some new memories, man, because it's not gonna be easy for us this Saturday for sure, man. But we're looking forward to the challenge.
But people say, the history of that game, all the great running backs have been in it, Mike Garrett, O.J. Simpson, Reggie Bush, Lindale White, and then obviously a bunch on this side as well. Your name's at the top of the list. How crazy is that to think about as far as that rivalry game?
Oh, man. I guess it's pretty cool when you're thinking about it. But for me, as a player, playing right now, it's something honestly I haven't really thought much about. because it's always like, okay, next week, who's our next opponent? Who are we up against next? So for me, it's just always that tunnel vision. I got to get better and better. I got to keep upholding the standard. Because if you always just think about your past achievements, man, you get stuck. You can really get stuck in that. So it's just always just about, okay, how can I improve each and every week? And there's a lot of people that go into that, man, like offensive line, coaches. You can't do any of that without them. So, these guys out here, man, they love me and I love them. I'll write for these guys, man, for real.
How do you guys bounce back from a loss like Utah in preparation for this coming game?
Oh yeah, man. It's tough, but it's part of the season. Sometimes things go according to plan, and sometimes things don't. Especially, we have a rivalry game this week, so that's gonna get us fired up and amped up a little bit. But yeah, man, it happens. Some of the games you get punched in the mouth like that, but it's how you got to respond. So hopefully, I'm excited to see how we respond this week against them.
Josh, what are some keys for you guys to keep the victory bell on your side?
Oh man, I just think we gotta play hard, man. That's what it goes back to, playing hard, just sticking to our training, and just working in the practice field, man. They're great. They're one of the most talented teams in the nation. They got guys everywhere, so it's not gonna be easy. So we just got to just train hard, man. Just be humble, be disciplined, do the little things right.
Thanks, Josh.
Oh, thank you guys,
Yeah,
man.
I
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Good game.
Thank you, man.